Okay, well, this song that I'm about to do is, well, first of all, I'm going to sing it, and I'm not that great of a singer. And I can sometimes hit notes, and then sometimes I can't hit notes, and, I apologize for that. And I'm also going to be the one playing the guitar, and I'm not that great of a guitar player. So, you're not going to get dazzled by guitar playing either. And so you're like, well, geez, if you can't sing and you can't play guitar, what are you doing? And that's a good question, and I don't have a very good answer for you. But that's, unfortunately for you, perhaps, if you get further than this, the lack of answer doesn't stop me. Um, so, but the song, which I call Hard Times, but could also be called Third Street Promenade. That would be a suitable, the Third Street Promenade Blues, perhaps, could be called that, but I call it Hard Times. But anyway, the song is, some ways, at least in my mind, linked to an event, a time, a moment on this Third Street Promenade, in which I was walking, not exactly upper class, no, but I did own a home at the time because I was married to somebody who had inherited enough money that we could buy a house in Seattle, and we were don't have any of that at this point, by the way. Just to cut to the chase on that. If I did, there'd be a nicer pickup right there than this thing, which costs $10, and I'm not even going to be using it here, so don't worry, it won't be screeching noises. But and the guitar was a gift. It's a the guitar. Any case, jeez, I do this, so I'm already 2 minutes into this, and I haven't even played anything yet. But to carry on, it was 1997, I believe. Anyway, it was the Third Street Promenade in Santa Monica, and we were there visiting friends who were in the middle of tearing apart their house based on that we had torn apart ours and survived it and put it back together, and perhaps we could be of assistance with theirs. And we went down for a little bit of a demo of a kitchen, and before we knew it, we had torn out a bunch of stuff and done a whole bunch of things that turned out to be just really incredible and awesome and hard work. And we set a post and did some coloring, and it was an intense amount of work. And it was, and then, not really the point. And then we went to the Third Street Promenade. And as we were walking, we were on, oh geez, I don't remember what street. I guess it was Santa Monica Boulevard. We were walking on Santa Monica Boulevard, approaching 3rd Street. And just as we got to the promenade, we cut in, and there's a little landscaping there, and sitting in the landscaping, down there in the landscaping, there was a woman. I had no idea how old she was. She was not a young woman. I don't know why I said young. She was not a young woman. She was probably an old woman. I don't know why I said young. Anyway, she's an old woman, and she's sitting down there in bushes, and she's got a guitar, and the guitar has only a couple of strings, and she's not paying a lot of attention to anybody, but she is playing her guitar, and she's just like, something, really not much different than that. And it was very different from that. And I'm looking, and nobody in my group, which is the person I was married to at the time, and who is now since departed, and the couple that we were with, they didn't slow down. This was, the Third Street Promenade was in the middle of being wrecked at the time. People were quite convinced it was going down bad and fast because there were, new businesses coming in, driving out the old businesses. It's even worse now, no doubt. But people were probably very upset about it, and they old geezers like me are like, oh, you kids don't remember the 3rd Street Promenade in the 90s. That was back before Bed Bath & Beyond came in. I don't know if there's a Bed Bath & Beyond there or not. There could be. There was an Urban Outfitters, was the last thing I saw go in. But in any case, nobody saw her except for me, and I'm not sure she saw me. She was playing her guitar, and she was looking out past from the 3rd Street Promenade at Santa Monica Boulevard. You can see the ocean, and you can see the sunset, which she was looking at. And she was playing a song to the sunset, it appeared to be. Oh, at least it wasn't to the sunset. It was to the reddened sky at the horizon, which was going to fade fast, because that's the way it plays down there in Los Angeles. The sun doesn't waste time going away. It just drops right in. Boom, gone. And then it's nighttime. And, well, there's other examples where you realize that you live in the real world and nobody else around you does. And that was, for me, that was the woman in the bushes playing her guitar to the setting sun. Should I describe her? She had very, very dark skin. She had her hair was black, it was not white. She wasn't that old. She had her eyes were quite vibrant, but her skin was poor and sunken around her eyes, sunken around her mouth. I'm sure she was pretty old, and you could see like she had cords in her neck, and she was wearing nondescript, just dark, shapeless clothing, not rags, just. She had very slender fingers. I'm pretty certain nobody else saw her. When I talked about it to my, friends, as we were, like, first of all, they didn't stop, and I lingered, and then I caught up to them. I can't explain how I managed to pry myself away. Things end. Moments pass, and then next thing you know, you're back into the same world with your friends, who it's not a real world. You say, okay, real world, and you step out of it, and you go back into the artificial world. So anyway, I'm going to try to sing this song. I'll sing it, and it's going to go as how it goes, and maybe you'll hear it. Can you believe that story was so freaking long? Okay. Hard time, yeah, hard time. Hard time, don't care about the good you do. Hard time, yeah, hard time. Hard time, don't care about the good you do. Get a little something. Hard times take it all away from you. Hard time, yeah, hard time. Hard time don't know about no right from wrong. It's like someone laughing at you, laughing at you from the other side. Peeking out through my curtains, the hard time staying.